Welcome, race fans, and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS, and we're streaming live here on YouTube with our counterpart, Pushin' the Cushion Productions. My name is Billy Idle, and I'll be your announcer for tonight's racing action. Tonight we're here at Williams Grove Speedway. It's going to be an exciting race with the gold 305s. What this usually is on our first, I would say, 7 races, it was any racer that had over a 2,000 I rating. Well, in that case, it's not like that tonight. We actually invited anybody with an I rating that would like to come and race in the 305s to come out and race with us here at Williams Grove Speedway. So it's going to be exciting to watch a different caliber of drivers with a lower I rating and see how they perform against the higher I rating. But in the meantime, we're going to have one hell of a show. We got 45 entries as of right now. From last night's 305, we have the winner Tyler Street here tonight. Hunter Crum should be here tonight. He got second last night. And Caleb Harmon finishing third. So we had those guys that were automatically transferred in tonight to race the gold. But since we opened it up to anybody that wanted to come and race, since our 305 expert class, you would say, was down a little bit, we try to do something new and try to make it exciting and bring over some of the other drivers with a lower I rating and see how they perform. So it's going to be an awesome show tonight with 45 cars, and they keep coming in. This is the 8th race of a 10-race series. And right now you have up on the top of the leaderboard in the points, the buckshot himself, Billy Brickley, with 541. In the second spot, you have Darren Detweiler with 484, and you got Randy Shreves with 479 in the third spot. And then you got followed by someone that's been hard charging for the last few races, been really on a roll. He had a couple weeks of really bad luck. You got Jake Greenwood in that 4th spot. You got Brian Kozak in the 5th. Dustin Shreves in the 6th. Alex Hanna, which is a silver driver, which is already promoted to gold for next year, in the 7th spot. You got Hunter Crum, that's going to be a gold driver next year, in the 8th spot. Hayden Spike Harvey is in the 9th spot, and Caleb Harmon, that's going to be a gold driver next year, also in the top 10 spot. So tonight with Williams Grove, it's going to be exciting. The 305s don't have a lot of power, but it's an open fixed setup for the driver, so it's a little bit faster than the Silver Series because the Silver Series guys have to run a fixed setup. So these guys get to loosen the car up a little bit to try to gain as much horsepower they can, but also make the car work at its best here at Williams Grove. Williams Grove is straightaways are extremely tight and narrow. They're really narrow. It's a horse track. Don't forget from the 1900s. 1 and turns a little bit wider and deeper than 3 and 4. There's going to be some great passing in 1 and 2. There's going to be some passing in 3 and 4, but you got to be careful because coming out of 4, it gets extremely slick, and when it gets slick, the dog's tail wags, and that can really cause some major crashes coming on the front straightaway down for a green, or someone up in the front that maybe gets loose and causes a little incident. It can really pile up the field. So we got to pay attention to coming out of 4. 1 and 2 stays good. Another little characteristics of what Williams Grove has is they have the bridge. And actually, nobody's hit it this year yet, but you have the guardrails going into 1 and the guardrail going into 3. And there's always seems to be a few drivers that actually hit that because they're trying to cut the corner so tight because it's such a narrow hairpin that they try to get low as possible where the moisture's at, and they try to come out at high speeds and pass the competition. So we're going to have to keep our eye on that right now. The drivers are practicing right now. They have about 5 more minutes of practice. And then we're going to get into the national anthem. We're going to qualify, and we're going to see if we can do an interview maybe with a driver or so. So we're going to try to keep our eyes open and our ears listening so we can maybe get some interviews and see what some of these drivers have to say. I'm going to see if I can try to pull up someone and see if we can talk to them real quick and see how the track is. Let's see if we can call in Brian Kozak. Hey, Brian, this is Billy up in the tower. We're live right now on YouTube. Do you have your Discord on?
Yes, I do.
Hey, how you doing today, and how's the track conditions right now in those low 305s?
Oh, I'm doing good. The track's not too bad. It's getting slick in the middle.
Is it getting a little choppy yet? Is it those little 305 lightweight engines, are they making the car bounce down the straightaway a little bit?
Uh, mine's mine's pretty good.
Uh,
Mine's not really bouncing.
well, that's good. But how's the car working? Is it working pretty well? Or you still working on a setup?
Oh, we got setups. Mine's doing really good. I like the handling on the bottom and the top.
Well, that's good, especially 1 and 2. They're going to like that top 3 and 4 is going to be a little trickier. But hey, I thank you for coming in the Discord today and talking to us. Hope to talk to you later on in the evening. And good luck, be safe, and have fun.
Well, thank you. Thank you for doing the broadcast and that. You guys do an awesome job.
Thanks, Brian. Good luck, buddy. Have fun.
Thank you.
Well, that was Brian Kozak that we were just talking to. He says his suspension's working fine. He's got his car dialed in. He's ready to rock and roll. So I think he sounds happy. Let's see if we can bring up Alex Hanna right now. Hey, Alex, this is Billy up in the tower. Do you have your Discord on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Rough night last night in a 305 silver, but that's typical. That's racing. How's the car feel today?
It feels all right. It's got a little bit of setup help from Brickley, teammate. So, dialing the cars in. Hopefully, I have a better night than last night.
Well, did you guys have to work all night on the car? Did you have to stay up late or nah?
Well, we had to stay up a little late on my car since it was destroyed from last night, but I think we got it going for tonight, so we should be ready.
Yeah. Well, I also heard through the grapevine. I think I was paying attention to some Discord stuff. I heard that you guys were running some Pro 4 trucks at some track, and you guys were having a blast. And then you guys went to Daytona.
Yeah, we traveled around quite a bit last night. Had a little bit of fun, hit some people with some rally cars, and messed around with 4x4s. So yeah.
So you're getting the frustration out last night, so you can get ready for today.
Yeah, I got most of my frustration out. I got to be able to hit Dave Ward a couple times, so that was pretty fun.
Oh wow, man! I wish I had that opportunity. I've been wanting to hit him for about 3 weeks now, but it's okay. We can deal with him later. But hey, man, good luck today. Hope it's better than it was last night. Keep up the good work and good luck.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
See you, Alex.
Bye.
So right now we're going to get into our national anthem. We're going to get into qualifying, and we're going to do some more interviews. We'll see if we get somebody live on the track while they're racing under yellows. We got about 40. Let's see. We got 45 entries right now. 3 have not hit the track, so it should be about 47 maybe hitting the track by the end of the night. So let's get into our national anthem. I'd like to thank all you viewers for joining in and listening and watching the live stream. Get yourself some drinks, soda, nice beverage, some popcorn. Do whatever it takes. Sit down, enjoy the racing tonight. I hope it's as exciting as the 410s were last night, and I hope I can bring excitement to you race fans to enjoy this. So let's do the national anthem. You could stand, you could take off your hat, but national anthem is going to play right now. Thank you.
Two-time Grammy and 3-time Academy of Country Music Award winner Leanne Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Welcome, race fans, and welcome back to Williams Grove Speedway here for the Gold 305s. I'm Billy Idle, and I'll be your race announcer for tonight's racing action. We got an exciting night of racing. We got 45 drivers in the 305 Golds, the highest we've had all year. We've been having 410s. We've raced 360s. We raced the 305 Silvers. Believe it or not, we've had 49 to 60 entries every race after the second event. We've had 60 drivers for the last three classes every week for the last 6 to 7 weeks. Tonight's no different. We invited the gold silver drivers or anybody that has driven a sprint car in the 305. We invited them tonight for this open setup 305 class, and how exciting it's going to be. We got a lot of good drivers in here. We got Jake Greenwood. We got Randy Shreves. We got Dustin Shreves. We got Steven Fernberg. We got Billy Brickley. We got Hunter Crum. There is a pile of talent in this race tonight, and I tell you what, out of the 45 guys, probably at least 15 can win it tonight. So it's going to be an exciting action in the 305s. Stay tuned for after this race tonight, the 305s. We are going to get into the Go Yet Trucking 360 Unity. So we have back-to-back live races tonight here on YouTube by United Dirt Sim Series and Pushing the Cushion Productions. So let's get into qualifying. They're going to be done in 2 minutes. We're going to start our heat races, and then we'll get into our main events and our B mains, and we're going to rock and roll. Tonight's action is a 40-lap main event. 8 laps for the heat races, 4 transfer to the A main final. The rest will go to the B main or possibly C main. The semis, I believe they changed the format tonight. I think there's going to be 8 laps for the C if there's one. 12 or 15 laps for the B, and I believe the yellow is going to come out. This is the first time that they've tried this. I think it's all an experimental. I think it's going to be great racing. I think it's better for the drivers that they did this. It all depends on what format iRacing does and see how much control we have over their system, because iRacing only allows us to do so much. But it's going to be an exciting show. Yellows don't count usually, but they're going to count tonight in the B mains or C mains. The heat races, there's no yellows. The drivers are going to fire on the flagman, on the green flag, and after the restarts, on all restarts, it's up to the pole sitter to fire at any time he wants. As soon as a pace truck goes completely off the track, all 4 tires, and then it's green anytime the pole sitter wants to fire, he fires. And boy, I'll tell you what, with that much excitement, when you got that opportunity to fire at any time on the pole sitter and not worry about a green flag, it's usually the pole setter that has the advantage, because he's the only one that's going to realize when he's going to go. He can't slow down. He can't touch his brakes because he will get penalized, so it's got to be careful. Here's the lineup in qualifying right now with 35 seconds left to go. You got the Buckshot on top with a 19.063. Justin Stoles in second with a 19.146. Jeremy Isbell with a 19.161. Justin Brister with a 19.167, that 4th spot. Randy Shreves in the 5th with a 19.231. Jake Greenwood on a fire right now with a 19.252. Aiden Beerline with a 19.282. Shea Paulo up there in the 8th spot with a 19.287. Tyler Grafton with a 19.291. And Carl Dietz with a 19.298. That's your top 10 right now. If you'll watch the screen, it's going to show you the running order of the qualifying for the top 20. And it's going to be exciting. You got 2/10, about 2/10 separating the top 10. But from the top probably 9 to the top 20th, so you got 11 other drivers within probably a 10th and 2/20,000ths. So it's going to be exciting racing. It's 3/10 separating 1st through 20th right now. So it's a 10-lap heat race. We're going to get into our grid right now, and we're going to be going racing here at Williams Grove with United Dirt Sim Series 305 Gold Series. So we're going to start off with grid number 1 in the inside front row. Hunter Crum, number 28. In the second spot, we had just spoke with that gentleman. He says his car's hooked up. He's got plenty of help. Number 24, Brian Kozak. In the second row inside, in the third spot, number 56, always near the front row, Randy Shreves. In the outside of row number 2, in the 4th spot, your double lot, the Buckshot, Billy Brickley. He's my daughter's name, so close, I keep calling him my daughter. Starting in row number 3, in the 5th spot, number 35, a 12-year-old sensation, Tyler Clowes. Another one out in the 6th spot, very fast cat, number 34, Hayden Harvey. In the 4th row inside, from one of our sponsors in a 360 Unity coming up here in about an hour. Number 40, Anthony Goyette. In the 8th spot outside of row number 4, number 73, Brandon Surrett. In the 9th spot, in the inside of row number 5, Joe Dow, number 21. Outside in the 10th spot, number 371, Benjamin Newman. In the 6th row, all by himself, in the 11th spot, number 72, Holden Shiner. That's heat race number 1, 10 laps. The pace truck is going to start pushing them off. We're going to get our cameras on the leader of Hunter Crum, number 28, and he's going to be leading them off. The pace truck's going to take about 2 laps, run himself off in the infield, and we are going green. It's going to be exciting. Don't forget the first 4. This is our 8th race of the season. You got Billy Buckshot Brickley winning Lernerville, Eldora, Limaland, USA. He's already won 4 main events this year. Then you had Randy Shreves win Volusia. And then the guy that had struggled for the first couple weeks, and I kept talking about him, and I still keep talking about him, and I don't even know the guy, but for some reason he's been one of my favorites. He comes off and wins Knoxville and backs it up with Lanier, Jake Greenwood. So between 3 drivers, we got 7 wins. So it's going to be an exciting night seeing all 3 of those drivers battling it out, and Randy Shreves in this one. Billy Brickley's in this one. So you have 2 main event winners in the first heat. So we're going to keep our eye on Hunter Crum and Brian Kozak bringing them down to the green. There's your the historic bridge to walk over. I've only seen one driver ever hit that, but I've never seen a sim driver hit it yet. But keep your eye on some of these cars, especially the main event with 24 cars. Pace truck rolls off. Right now it's Hunter Crum and Kozak on the front row. It's up to the green flag of this flagman to start them off. They're setting down a nice little pace. Good jump on Kozak on the outside, number 24 in the black and white car. Hunter Crum in the blue and white on the inside. The Buckshot Billy Brickley on the outside, going down the back straightaway under the walk bridge. It's Brickley on the inside of Kozak. Brickley slides up, goes underneath, slides up on top, slows Kozak down a little bit. Kozak does a blinker. He actually hits Hunter Crum unintentionally. His car blinked and Hunter Crum never even saw him. That is a kind of a internet flaw. So he's going to have to fix his internet, but that puts Hunter Crum all the way to the back. And that's not good because it's a long ways back there. We're going to get our eyes up on the Brickley right now. See if we can get our cameras back there. It's the Buckshot with a 3-4 car length lead with Brian Kozak in the 2nd spot. And Randy Shreves in the 3rd. Followed by Tyler Close and Harvey in the 5th spot. So it's the Buckshot still with the lead, all sitting by himself by 2 or 3 car lengths. Kozak right behind him. Shreves in the 3rd spot. Pretty much single file. Brickley goes on the bottom, drifts out high out of turn 4. That's where it's going to get loose the rest of the night. Trust me, it's going to get slippery. They're going to work down the bottom, in the middle, on top, in 1 and 2. That usually stays pretty stable. But there goes the blinker of Brian Kozak. He's going to have to get that fixed because I guarantee you he could actually get disconnected from the race for doing that because we just never know. And a lot of you race fans that don't know, when you blink, you come back in another area of the track and you could be on top of another car and cause an accident. So a lot of you new viewers, a lot of you new racers, keep in mind if you're hooking up something and you're hooking up to iRacing, you want to go direct. You don't want to go Wi-Fi. You want to connect your system up direct. There's a little inside help for you guys and gals. But now it's a Buckshot with 4 laps to go. Got a very comfortable lead. Kozak in the 3rd spot. Randy Shreves in 4th. Let's see if we can get Tyler Klaus. Tyler Klaus sitting by himself in the 4th spot in the orange and white car in the 35. I think it says 1C on it, so I usually use colors to help you out. Hayden Harvey now taking over that 5th spot. Brian Surrett in the 6th in the green and black. The white car is Hunter Crum. He's fallen off the pace a little bit because of the blinking incident, and there could be a penalty given out before the next heat race or the A main or B main or whatever the next person might make. They will hand out a EOL or some nature because of the blinking problem, because it is a racing incident. But right now it's the Buckshot all by himself. Look at him stretch that out. The Buckshot double lot, working out there, working the high side, working the high side right now, coming down into the front straightaway, gonna go up high in 1 and 2. He's pretty much staying on top right now. Again, that track will dry out at a 4, especially with the 360s. 4:10, final lap. That's the run, and that's the finish and running order here shortly. The Buckshot comes around. It's going to be the Billy Brickley Buckshot Show with Brian Kozak in second, Randy Shreves in the third spot, and Tyler Klaus in the fourth. Those top 4 drivers will transfer to the A main event. Woo, that's exciting. That's only heat number 1. All right, heat race number 2, 10 laps, top 4 go to the A main final. The 5th on back will go to the B, possibility C. Starting grid, row number 1. In the first spot, inside front row, another young 12-year-old kid that's very fast, number 57, Mason Mier. Outside of the front row in the second spot, number 97, one fast cat, no matter where he goes, is Alex Hanna, number 97. In the second row inside, in the 13th spot, was leading a lot of the 305 silver race last night. He got taken out. It's kind of sad, but he was leading it and had a good lead for at least half the race or more. In the third spot, number 13, Aiden Beerline. In the fourth spot, outside of row 2, number 49, Justin Stoles. In row number 3 on the inside, in the 5th spot, one fast cat, Caleb Harmon, number 11. In the 6th spot, outside of row 3, number 29, Steven Fernberg. In row number 4 in the 7th spot inside, number 2, Andrew Hansen. In the 8th spot outside of row number 4, number 4, Andrew Holmes. In the 5th row inside in the 9th position, number 33, nice to see Darren's father out, Greg Detweiler. In the 10th spot in number 6, Darren Kaufman. In the 6th row all by himself, James Thompson III, which that means there's 3 James Thompsons in iRacing, number 53. So that's your lineup for heat race number 2. 10 laps, top 4 will go to the A main final. We're going to put our cameras on Mason Mier. This kid's fast. He makes some mistakes here and there, but that's definitely a young kid being aggressive, but a lot of people have been helping him out. But this kid is fast and he's smooth. Sometimes erratic, but he's smooth. But he's going to show you what he's got, because he's got a veteran on the outside that wins a lot of races and podiums a whole ton. Alex Hanna, number 97 in a blue and white on the outside. The orange and white black is Mason Mier. The orange black number 13 is Aiden Beerline. And in the green, turquoise, purple, and black is Justin Stoles. So here they come down to the green. It's up to the flagman. He's holding on to it a little longer than normal. They get a good start. Mason Mier, Alex Hanna gets the jump by about a half a car length, goes high. Mier stays on the bottom. He sometimes brings it up and tries a slide job when he shouldn't, but he stuck it out this time. The kid learns very fast on a mistake if he makes one. Kid's going to be a sensation here in the next year. He's stuck in the middle. Oh, he gets him and collects with, I believe that's Caleb Harmon in the number 11, and that's not going to be good. So they're going to keep the green out. Yep, no yellows in heat races, but sometimes they do throw it. But now it's Alex Hanna out in the lead at this point. In the second spot, it's going to be Justin Stoles in car number 49. I believe it shows 23 on his wing. Andrew Holmes in the third spot. So let's see what we can get. They come across this stripes, and it's going to be Alex Hanna, Stoles, Fernberg, and Holmes. Your top 4. Hanna and Stoles. Stoles all over the back tail of Hanna. going down the front straightaway, going into 1. They should go high. That's where the track is running right now. I bet you if somebody went down low, I bet you they would have enough to probably stay with these guys. When the traction's in 1 and 2, it's money, it's quick. Hannah's going to stay high. He's going to come out high. Souls is going to follow him, followed by Fernberg. Holmes is in the 4 spot. Let's back and just lead these guys just for, I would probably say a second if we can get the camera down there. If I can get my camera guy to work his camera magic. And let's put it on Greg Detweiler and see how he's doing, number 33. That's the green and white car. He's in the 5th spot. He's looking for the transfer over Andrew Holmes right in front of him. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th with Mason Mier hot on Detweiler's tail right now. Mier goes to the bottom, works himself up to its top, tries to do a little slider, not on the driver, but just tries to slide it up to gain some ground. Let's go back to Alex Hanna, the leader. Alex Hanna and Justin Stolz, 5 laps to go. Same distance that is left 2 laps ago. They're separated by about 2.5 car lengths. Fernberg's back about 10 car lengths. He's got a comfortable 3rd. He's not worried about it. He's just going to run a smooth line. So he's what you call smooth sailing Fernberg. So now it looks like Detweiler taking over the 4 spot over Holmes and Mier. There's your 4th, 5th, and 6th. That is your transfer spot right there. Detweiler on top. Mier goes a little bit over the cushion. He jumped the cushion. That gave Holmes a little bit of ground to make up, but he didn't have time to make it up. For some reason, he must have jumped the cushion. Mier jumped the cushion. He's trying all he can to catch Detweiler. Greg Detweiler had a major crash last night. We had to check on him. The ambulance and the medic had to check on him. He said he was fine. He said his pride hurt more than anything. But now Detweiler goes up past the cushion. That's going to let Mier run him down. Holmes is starting to back up. He's not even in the picture right now. It's Detweiler, Mier. 2 laps to go. That's for 4th and 5th. Let's go see Alex Hanna. There's the battle for the lead right now. Hanna on the inside. Stolz on the outside. Stolz is going to take the high spot. Hanna's going to take the bottom and slide up maybe into him. He's going to shut him down. Can he get a crossover? No, he bumps the back of him. Hanna takes over and gets a little bit of push that moved him forwards about a half a car length. Stolz is going to work the bottom. He's going to do a slider, and he gets loose, and he spins out coming out of the turn. Oh, that's devastating, a transfer spot, and that was a checkered flag. It came out just in time. The running order was Hanna, Stolz, Fernberg, and Detweiler. Top 4 going to the A-main final. Woo! That was a battle for 1st and 2nd, 4th and 5th. Can't get more exciting than that, race fans. All you streamers out there, these are just little 305 engines. These aren't the 360s. These aren't the 410s. Imagine after this race, the 360 Unity Series, the Go Yet Trucking is going to come on board here at the Williams Grove. iRacing is going to start watering the track. They're going to start chopping it up as soon as this race is over, and we're going to be into the Unity Series probably about 15 minutes after this race is done. Stick around. We're going to be going live. Go like us on YouTube. Go like United Dirt Sim Series on Facebook, YouTube. Pushing the Cushion Production. Facebook, YouTube. Like us. Send us a message telling you want to race with us, and we'll get you involved. Race number 3 is going to come up. We're going to get on our starting grid right now in row number 1 inside. Michael Bangin in number 9. Darren Detweiler, number 3, outside of row number 1. In row number 2, Shea Paula, one great announcer and one fast cat, number 48 in the 3rd spot. In the 4th spot, number 37, Jeremy Isabel. In the 3rd row inside, number 88, Clint Stone. Outside of the 6th spot, number 27, Tyler Matheny. In the 4th row inside, Scott Paw, number 26, Jimmy Barr, and number 47 in the 8th spot, outside of row number 4. In the 5th row, in the 9th position, number 38, Byron McDonald. In the I want a hamburger, as a matter of fact. Thank you, Byron, for reminding me. In the 10th spot, number 01, Justin Standridge. In the 6th row, nobody there. It's Ghost is, and it looks like Standridge was in the 10th spot. No 11 cars in this race. We're going to get our top ticker for you race fans and streamers to check it out. You know me, I always get excited. Some people like me, some people don't. I mean, that's just how the world is. But I try to make it exciting. You know, me and Captain Morgan, he's here on the side of me, always helping me out. Okay, the pace truck is off the track. They're coming down for the green flag. It's on our flag starter tonight. Here they come. They got a jump. It's Detweiler with a great jump. Jeremy Isabel follows him. Isabel jumps to the bottom. Detweiler on top, a little bit past the cushion. That could hurt him a little bit, maybe not much because there was moisture up there. Isabel still on the bottom, going through turn 3 and turn 4. Detweiler, Paulo, and Bell Bangin is out in the 4 spot now. Let's see if we can get these guys lined back up. It's still Detweiler with a big slide job and a miss. And boy, that will keep you out of the Hall of Fame every time with a slide job like that. So now Isabel, number 37, in the white car, in the black and red Detweiler. Shea Paulo in the black, I would say the yellow, but I could be wrong because that's a different car than he had yesterday that I'm thinking of. No, it would be his, the yellow with purple. I think he got a new paint job, what I'm used to. Tyler Matheny in the 4th spot. That's the orange and white car. Isabel now taking over the lead in the second. Detweiler on top. Paulo on the bottom. Paulo loses some ground. Detweiler gets around him. He's on the hot bumper, Isabel. Isabel's working the bottom. He comes up and slides up on top. Detweiler still up past the cushion. They're going down the back straightaway under the walking bridge. Detweiler's going to go underneath, sliding up a little bit. Not enough to bother anybody, but he's going to come off that corner and put Paulo almost up near the wall. Paulo's backed it off. Paulo goes down to the inside in 1 and 2. He's going to slide. He's going to stay on the bottom with a moisture head. Is he going to come off with some more power? He's going to come up and get right on back of Detweiler. Nothing's changed through the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Matheny in the 4th spot. He's all by himself. 5th is Bangin. 6th is Barr. 7th is Stone. 8th is McDonald. But right now we got a battle for the lead. Detweiler in the 3rd spot. Isabel in the lead. Going down the back straightaway under the bridge. 5 laps to go. These drivers are working the high side. Keep your eye on Shea Paulo. Don't count him out. He's about 2 car lengths back. He's going to put a move on the bottom, most likely. That's what I would do right about now, but he's not going to do it. He says, I lost a little ground. I'm going to make it up. There's 4 laps to go. Isabel high. Detweiler hot on his tail. Detweiler is going to just right now, he's sniffing the backside of Isabel. The dog can't smell. It's not going to hunt. So Detweiler's going to stay close. Paulo's playing possum, I believe. Shea Paulo, number 48. He's playing possum. There he goes. Down to the bottom. He's going to work himself back on the bottom with a moisture head. He's going to come out strong. He's going to come out even with Isabel, I believe. Yes, he does. He's going to stay to the bottom. He's going to probably do a slider up on top. That's how this track works. And he does it. Almost gets to the wall, but comes off strong and pulls about a half car length. Isabel's going to do the back same thing to him as he just done to Isabel. There they do. Isabel's going to come up. He's going to stay at the bottom. He got some ground. Great slide job by Isabel with 2 laps to go. It's Isabel, Shea Paulo, Detweiler battling it out. This is just heat race number 3, race fans. So Isabel's coming back on Shea Paulo. Detweiler's just sitting back wondering what the heck should I do. This is the final lap. White flags already passed. They're going to be coming down the checkered, half a lap to go. Isabel, Paulo, Detweiler, and Matheny in the 4th spot. I don't want to leave these guys just yet. I think Paulo's going to catch him. Here they come off the corner. Isabel takes it with a good stick to the ground and makes it stick and work it out right. It's Jeremy Isabel, Shea Paulo 2nd, Darren Detweiler 3rd, and Tyler Matheny in the 4th spot. All right, race fans. Let me have a little sip of my Captain. It's really Coca-Cola. It just makes me sound grown up at 61 years old, and I'm drinking something, a beverage, adult beverage. All right, heat race number 4, 10 laps. Top 4 go to the final. The rest will go to the B, possibly C. All right, we're going to get grid row number 1, starting on the inside. Number 15, Carter Chevalier. In the 2nd spot, number 1, Wyatt Brown. In the 2nd row inside, number 62, Tyler Grafton. In the 4th spot outside of row number 2, number 99, Justin Brister. In the 3rd row inside, number 77, one fast dude, Dustin Sargent in the 5th spot. another friend of his. I'm sure it's his brother, cousin. It could be anybody, but these guys started together in the main event last night, side by side. In the 6th spot, number 92, Will Sargent. In the 4th spot, number 7 spot, number 217, Jack Hitt. In the outside of row number 4, in the 8th spot, number 16, William Seam. In the 5th row inside, number 9 position, number 23, Christopher Standridge. In the 10th spot outside of row number 5, number 51, Brad Lamberson. That's your lineup for heat number 4. 10 laps. Top 4 go to the final. This is going to be exciting. You got Carter starting them off. Our flag starter is going to start the green. Remember, race fans, all restarts are on the pole setter. He can fire anytime as long as the truck gets all 4 tires off the racing surface. If it doesn't, a flag will come out under yellow, or if they don't have time to throw that yellow because it looks like the racing's good, they're going to end up penalizing the driver in the main event with the EOL, which stands for end of the line. And that's not good in a 24-car field. Here they come. Oh, Chevalier is laying low. He's standing on the bottom where the moisture's at. Green flag comes out. It's Chevalier and Brown, 1 and 2. Carter gets a good jump, stays on the inside, number 15. Wyatt Brown in number 1 on the outside of him in the red frame, white body car, sitting right on the side of Carter. Carter goes low. Wyatt goes high. Here comes number 62. Oh, and we got a crash right there in turn number 3 in the middle. That could have been Standbridge possibility, but it's Brister moving in the 3rd spot, Sargent in 4th, all unofficial until they cross the line. Wyatt Brown is your leader in car number 1. In 15 in the 2nd spot, it's Carter Chevalier. In the 3rd spot, Justin Brister, number 99. All the cars on the numbers are correct in this race. That's awesome. Number 62 in the 4th spot, Tyler Grafton. And Dustin Sargent on number 77, hot on the tail. Right there's your top 5 cars. You could throw the blanket that Grandma made and a quilt for her porn star daughter. She likes making those for her family members, and you could throw that quilt right over those 5. So right now you still have Wyatt Brown trying to take that lead on the outside. Will Sargent now taking over that 2nd spot, number 92. He's working the bottom right now. It looks like it's 99 on his car. I looked like 92 for a while, but it is 99. That's Will Sargent. Christopher Standridge is number 23. Remember, race fans, the numbers have nothing to do with us. We try to get them in what's right, and then iRacing takes over. And if some of you guys are iRacing, you already know that. So that's why sometimes I use colors of cars, because it makes it easier for you to see and watch. But there's 6 laps to go. Right now, your leader is going to be Wyatt Brown, number 1, working the bottom. Chevalier on top, coming off turn number 2. Got a good run on Chevalier. Brown right now sticking to the bottom. He says it's working. He's going to slide up right now in front of Carter. Going to try to slow him down. Carter with a crossover. And then, Brown kind of is going to shut the door. I'm saying, yeah, Chevalier's going to shut the door on Brown. Ooh, I don't know about that one. He goes, oh, we're going to play that little blocking game on us, huh? So let's see what's going to happen. You still got Chevalier on the bottom. He's going to slide up in front of Brown. He's probably going to brake check him, but I wouldn't because there's 4 cars around. It's Brister, Grafton, and Sargent all in the top 4 with the 5th car, Sargent, coming in. Oh, we got a slide job right there in 2. That's going to cause a crash, and that's going to be 99, Justin Brister in the wall. This is going to leave Carter out all by himself in the lead. That was a 3-car crash possibility. And the green flag is going to stay green. No yellows in general under heat races. Carter now going to take a commanding lead. He's almost like on cruise. Not even worth pushing in case he spins out. You got your 2nd spot. You got Tyler Grafton. He's sitting all by himself in number 62 in the all-white car with the chrome wheels. Then you got Dustin Sargent, number 77. He was in the 5th spot. He moved up the food chain into 3rd. Brad Lamberson is in the picture now. Lamberson got a real good deal out of that one. That moved him up from 7th to 4th, and all he has to do is just count on himself not making a mistake. Here's the final lap. Checker flags coming out. Here they come off the corner. Carter comes off with the wind. Your running order is going to be Carter Chevalier in the lead. Tyler Grafton in 2nd. Dustin Sargent in 3rd. Brad Lamberson to the A main final. Followed by Sim Hitt, Stanbridge, Sargent, Brown, and Brister, and I'm sure the officials are going to be looking at that for a penalty. If you rate fans don't know, we do hand out, United Dirt Sim hands out penalties throughout the race or after the race, so there could be something could be handed out, or they're going to have to check the replay and see if actually Stanbridge or whoever hit the wall, if he hit the wall first without any assistance, you'd call it. It's better than saying someone took him out, because, you know, we're not in there, and if you haven't done this, this is not an easy task driving sprint cars. And no matter if it's real race cars or sim racing, it's still difficult. A lot of you new people, new simmers out there, streamers, this track does change. You can see the moisture in it. You can see it slicking up. It doesn't just stay sticky. This thing gets so slick it's like on ice. So you got some very talented drivers here from the best of the best traction you could have, and then in 50 laps it could be the most slipperiest track on ice, and these guys have to drive it. So you know, don't think it's very easy. You never want to make fun of people, say I'm better than that, because it's not easy. Let's go now and get into our race number 5, heat race. We're going to get our running order and start with row number 1, starting on the inside, Dustin Shreves in the 04. In the outside of row number 1 in the second spot, number 91, another Sargent, Kyle Sargent. In row number 2, inside in the third spot, Carl Deitch, number 8. In the fourth spot, Jake Greenwood, number 43. Third row inside in the fifth spot, number 111, Cameron Hennigan. And in the sixth spot in the 06, Rylan Gray. In the fourth row inside in the seventh spot, number 199, Aaron Gurowitz. In the eighth spot outside of row number 4, number 911, pretty close numbers those two, Jason Kratke. In the fifth row in the ninth position, A.J. Hobson, number 22. And in the 10th spot outside of row number 5, number 50, Jeffrey Herrick. And nobody sitting in that sixth row but 2 ghost drivers. So another 10-lap race. Top 4 go to the A main feature. So that means you got 4 cars, 5 heats. That's 20 drivers. That means the B main tonight, they're only taking 4 drivers. That's going to be exciting, because there's going to be a lot of talent in the B main tonight. So it's going to be rock and roll. 7th heaven coming down to the green flag. Pace trucks off the track. It's Dustin Shreves that's going to lead them on that Valvoline on the inside. On the outside is Kyle Sargent in the number 91. Deitch on the inside. Greenwood in the 43 on the outside. Greenwood looks like he's got a new paint job. No, it looks like a new paint job to me. I don't see no red in it. So here they come down. It's Shreves on the inside, Sargent on the outside. Shreves tucks down to the bottom. He's going to stay at the bottom. He's going to slide it up. Sargent does a crossover. Shreves hits the outside wall coming out of 4. The track is starting to slicken up. The tail's wagging on the dog now. You know, when they come out of 4, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be loose coming out of 4. Here they come down past under the bridge. It's Shreves right now in number 91 in the second. Here comes Jake Greenwood. Greenwood on the inside getting a run. Is Sargent, Greenwood, and Shreves in the top 3 spots. Carl Deitch in the 4th in that white car with the orange frame. So it's Greenwood in the black car. Kyle Sargent, your leader, in the blue turquoise car. The Valvoline is Shreves. Deitch is wide. Oh, and that's I believe that could be Cameron Hennigan up in the wall. That's going to hurt. That's going to put him back into the B, possibility C main. Green flag, 7 laps to go. So it's now Jake Greenwood, number 43, in the lead. Dustin Shreves in second on the inside, slides up into Sargent. They both collect, touch wheels. Sargent doesn't lift off the throttle, stays full wood, balls to the wall. He's up high. Shreves on the bottom. He's going to try to slide it up, probably not go any farther than that. He's going to push Sargent right in the wall. And now Shreves is on the back of Sargent in the number 91. It's 4 in Dustin Shreves. In the 4th spot, number 8, Carl Deitch in that white with the orange frame. There's Deitch right now. Let's put our cameras on it. Deitch is working the high side in that number 8. He's got a good run. He's a little bit farther back. He's comfortable in the 4th spot. But now it's still Shreves and Sargent. Shreves on the bottom. He's going to stay on the bottom, or he's going to slide it up. He's already been there once before. He gives Sargent some room this time. He doesn't have enough to get momentum to go forwards, a little bit more to get by Sargent, but now they're working the bottom, and here comes Deach up on top. Oh, when he clips the wall, he's going to go sideways, and he's going to hit the inside barrier, and that's going to cost him an A-main transfer final. 4 laps to go. Deach puts it on its side. I did that on Sunday night. I know that feeling. Lucky I stayed on all 4 wheels and finished 4th. That was the best I could do, but that is bad. Turn 4 is starting to slicken up, race fans. I told you before the race even started, and these are only little 305s. Stay tuned for the 360s following this race. We're going to have probably 60 entries in the 360s following this race. Stick around now, get some food, stick around afterwards, and stream us live on YouTube for the Go Yet Trucking 360 Unity Series. So right now, Jake Greenwood's got a very comfortable lead. Dustin Shreves and Kyle Sargent are still battling out. I know they don't have any mirrors, but they got to wonder about the 4th place car that was right on their tails where they heard him coming from the backside. So now they don't hear nothing, but they want that position. They want to move one more row possibility or the inside of a row. So they're racing for position for the A-main final. The final lap comes around. The checker flag comes out. Greenwood. It's going to be Shreves, I believe. Yep, it's going to be Shreves, Sargent, and Ryland Gray in the top 4 spot to the finish of heat race number 5. Greenwood, Shreves, Sargent, Gray. Hennigan goes to the B main final. Gurwitz is going to the B. Hobson's going to the B. Crackney, Deach, and Herrick will go to the end of the B, but possibility C. It's called Alphabet Soup, coming up soon. Who's going to go through the alphabets? Who's going to win the C? Who's going to win the B? Or who's just going to win the B to transfer to the A? This is your C main. C main is here. This is going to be 15 laps. I believe yellows count now. First time on United Dirt Sim Series that they're trying this. Instead of a 10-lap race, they're going to go 15, and I believe that they're going to count yellows. Try to give the racers in the back, when there's 21 cars from a C main event, there's 18 in this one to go to the C, and I'm sure there's going to be 22 in the B. This is going to be exciting. I believe they possibly will take maybe 2 cars. Let me see if I can find something. Top 4, 15C, 20 lap B. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. They might only take about 2 cars out of the C. Possibility 4, but they don't even have the running order. iRacing really figures that out for us. So let's get into our C main event, 15 laps, row number 1. In the number 22, in the inside front row, A.J. Hobson. Outside in the 2nd spot, number 40, Anthony Goyette. In the row number 2, inside 3rd spot, Darren Kaufman, number 6. In the 4th spot, outside of row 2, number 88, Clint Stone. 3rd row inside, number 217, Jack Hitt. 6th parting position outside of row number 3, 911, Jason Kratke. In the 4th row inside, number 21, Joe Dowd. In the 8th position in the 4th row, Aiden Beerline, number 13. 5th row, Byron McDonald, number 38 in the 9th spot. And in the 10th spot outside of row number 5, Justin Brister, number 99. 6th row just came off making the finishing a position out. Carl Deach, that I believe he had a final run until the crash, in the 11th spot, number 8. Benjamin Newman in the 12th spot, number 371. 7th row inside, the wrecking ball, Andrew Hansen, number 2. In the 14th spot, Justin Standridge, number 01. 8th row inside, number 1, Wyatt Brown. Outside in the 16th spot of row number 8, Jeffrey Herrick, number 50. Row number 9, number 17th position, number 72, Holden Shiner. And in the 18th spot, James Thomas, number 53. And that's it. 18 drivers. They all made it to the field. They all got pushed off. Their motors fired. We're going to be going around with Darren Kaufman, or no, we're going to go with maybe, let's see. I don't think the computer could be wrong, but let's get back down here. And I think it is wrong, so it's not going to show us. There it is. It's going to be A.J. Hobson to the start. Anthony Goyette, I believe, is going to get the jump. Goyette on the inside, number 29, really low, really loose. It looks, oh, there's a crash coming out of 2, and that's farther back in the pack. I believe the yellow will come out. The yellow comes out. Goyette is out in the lead, number 40. It's number 29 on his car, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 29 it is, just so you race fans know. Clint Stone in that second spot. Yellow flags are counting. Keep in mind, race fans, these yellows usually go 2 laps, so you always take and subtract 2 laps from the position of what lap they were on. So right now they're on lap 14. So most likely they're not going to go green until lap 12. So that's why the yellows, we never had them. It made it hard. iRacing system didn't work properly for a long time. Maybe the updates just recently made it work well. So we got it covered, and they're going to do it. But they're probably going to go green. I would probably say 13. Yeah, probably on lap 12 they could be going green flag, unless something happens and they'll start it on 11. But you have Goyette right now in the lead, number 40. Clint Stone in that second spot. We'll get our ticker up there and we'll get the running order for you as of right now on the far left side of your TV monitor for you race fans. This is the C main event, 13 laps ago. They're going to file single file, nose to tail. Nobody's going to get out of line. They're going to have to do nose to tail. If they don't do nose to tail, they could be penalized. And don't forget also, the green flag will fire on the pole setter, which is Anthony Goyette in the blue, orange, and black car. He will be leading them off on lap number 12 to green. He can fire at any time. Let's see if he stays in the middle. Is he going to start high where moisture is at? But in turn 4, we've already talked about it. There's not a lot of moisture up there. Is he going to drop to the bottom and just come around the corner slow and get a good jump? That'd probably be the smartest thing to keep those guys back there a little farther. So this is going to be really exciting. Top 4 will go to the B main event. 18 cars. Goyette's had extremely bad luck for the last 3 or 4 races. He was up there in the top 6 on a regular basis and has got pushed around, and most of it hasn't been his fault, or probably none of it, but let's see if he can do something now. Getting on the bottom where the moisture's at, Goyette gets a huge 5-car length lead, and this is not no little guy driving this sprint car. This is the big man driving this sprint car. Gets a little bit of loose coming out of 2. I think that's going to hurt him. He might have to get that momentum up a little bit more or keep that tail from wagging, because that's costing him a little time. Clint Stone on top in the second spot. Aiden Beerline in the third. A.J. Hobson in the fourth. So Goyette's got a comfortable lead. He's staying on the bottom. Stone on top. Beerline on top. Here comes Stone. Got some momentum on Goyette. Goyette's going to have to do something a little different, but he knows the top 4 is going to make the main, so he's feeling safe down there right now. I think Stone's going to go by him, and here comes Beerline right now on the outside, number 13. It's the green car. Stone in first, or Goyette in the orange and blue car in second. Third spot will be Beerline in the white car. Now Goyette goes to third. Nobody to contend with right now. He's got a comfortable third spot. Let's go back to fourth to Hobson, Herrick, Brister, and Deach. That is for the transfer spot. This is the transfer spot they're working on right now. We'll get back to the leaders in a second. I want you race fans to see what's going on. So Hobson goes underneath Brister. He's going to slide it. Oh, he tucks it in tight. He tightens the car up by sliding it and trying to stop it, but he got away with it. That was a great move. I'm surprised dropping that momentum out of this little 305 didn't get him past, but it's still Brister, Herrick, Deach, and Hobson in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Here comes number 1, Wyatt Brown. Oh, and number 49 is going to get turned around, and that's going to be about a 3-car crash, and that's going to bring out the yellow with 6 laps to go. They're going to fire probably with 4 laps to go, so it's going to be a shootout and a sprint race for Stone, Beerline, Goyette, Brister, and that's going to move Hobson up. That's going to move McDonald up. Herrick's going to go up. Wyatt Brown's going to move up. Wyatt Brown was on a roll. He's in the A spot. He started moving up the food chain pretty good in the last 2 laps. So this is going to be a sprint race to the finish for the B main event. So right now is Stone in the green and black car. Aiden Beerline in the orange and white. Goyette in the blue, black, and orange. Justin Brister right now with the black wing, and I believe it was the Amsoil car. Can't can't get a good picture of it, but it's red, kind of blue, black, and white, number 99. Then you got A.J. Hobson in the red, white, the Coca-Cola car. God, what beautiful paint jobs. You can't ask for better paint jobs on these race cars. The last 3 months of iRacing, some of these guys have been painting some beautiful race cars. So let's have some time right now. We have about a lap to thank our sponsors. Design Metal Arts. They make all our trophies and our mugs for United Dirt Sim Series. Jessup Logistics, one of our sponsors and the sponsor of 410 Sprint Car. Jessup Logistics 410's Elite. Then you have Sofa King Fast Sim Sport. It's a racing team. And you got Push in the Cushion Productions, which I'm sitting right here broadcasting live for all you race fans. Speed World Hobby is an on-road 1/8 scale and 1/10 scale nitro on-race mail order specialist. And you got Works Graphic, Dave Ward, president of UDSS. He does a lot of the paints and probably has done a good share of these. If you want your paint job, just send a message to Dave Ward at Works Graphics and he'll set you up. And the gentleman that's in the third spot, Go Yet Trucking, is one of our sponsors of the 360 Unity Series coming up here following the 305 Gold. Man, tonight has been some exciting racing. This is only the C main. They're going to come across with 3 laps to go. It's going to be a green-white checkered shootout. Stone is going to be leading him down. He can fire any time he wants since the pace truck has gone off. Here he comes. He gets a jump. Beer Line right there in a second. Go Yet in the third. Let's keep our eye on the third place car since he's going to be close battle with the second on third and fourth. So right now, Beer Line is on the outside, Go Yet on the inside. Justin Brister's working on Go Yet on the outside. Go Yet's going to hold on to that. He's going to sweep up high. He's going to come and get Brister up near the wall. Doesn't touch him. He gives him room. He just wanted to scare him. He wanted to say, peekaboo, I'm coming to see you. And now Go Yet backs to fourth. No battle for the fourth right now. So Go Yet's got a comfortable position. All he has to do is not make a mistake. We got a battle for the third spot and second and third. And that's Stone and Brister getting into it side by side. We got a crash out of turn 4 with 2 cars. That's a checkered flag. Who's going to win this one? And it's going to be Aiden Beer Line with the win. Clint Stone second, Justin Brister third, and Anthony Go Yet fourth, making the transfer to the B main. These guys only have about 1-2 minutes. They're going into pits. They're filling up with fuel. They're going to push that button, fill the fuel as fast as they can. Should take maybe about, probably 2 seconds, and they're going to be back on the track for the B main event. They got 56 seconds. Let me see if I can get, man, I got to see right now. Let me see if I can bring, someone up in here and, who wants to talk to me? Probably nobody, but that's all right. I feel for him. I don't see Anthony anywheres. Oh well, we're not getting anybody. So we're going to worry about these guys getting in the proper Discord so we could at least catch them on the track. But right now, this is the B main event. Row number 1, number 34. Haven't heard much from him today. Hayden Harvey. In the second spot, Mason Mier, number 57. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be Michael Bangin. In the third spot, number 9. In the fourth spot, number 16, William Seam. In the third row, inside, number 5th spot, Cameron Hennigan, number 111. Brandon Surrett in the 6th spot, number 73. Fourth row, inside, number 4, Andrew Holmes in the 7th spot. In the 8th spot, outside of row number 4, number 47, Jimmy Barr. 5th row, inside, number 92, Will Sargent. In the 10th spot, number 199, Aaron Gurowitz. In the 6th row, inside, very seldom you see him in the B main, number 28, Hunter Crum. In the 12th spot, number 11, another fast cat you never hardly see in the B main, Caleb Harmon. In the 7th row, Scott Pa. In the number 13 spot, number 26. In the 14th spot, Christopher Sandbridge, number 23. Sandridge has had some bad luck tonight. I think Sandridge is going to have some good luck. In the 13th spot, 13th in the 15th spot, Aiden Beerline. In the 8th row, outside 16th spot, number 88, Clint Stone. 9th row in the 17th position, inside number 99, Justin Brister. In the 18th spot, Anthony Goyette, number 40. Hayden Harvey's going to lead them off. He's going to be the silver, white, and red and black car on the inside. The orange stripe around the wings is going to be Mason Mier. And we got a lot of guys out of line. Remember, no passing until they cross the stripes. If they do, they get penalized. But we got to start. Hayden Harvey up on top, goes to the top right away from the bottom. He knows that maybe the traction's up there right now. We got a good battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. This is what you call car control with no accidents. Oh, we got a car on the inside. I believe that's Surratt that got mixed up with another car. Not saying that was Surratt. It looked like Surratt's car, but again, anything can happen. The green flag stays out. It's 19 laps for the B main event, most that I've ever seen in iRacing for a B main event sprint car race. So it's Harvey, Mier, Bangin, Seam, Hennigan, and Surratt in the top 4. But here comes Andrew Holmes. If it's unofficial, nope, it's yellow flag comes out. So the flag man decided to throw the yellow about a half a lap after the crash. Somebody saw something. Somebody probably got into another car crash, and it just kind of trickled down the back straightaway from turn 2. But you got Harvey right now out in the lead. You got Mier in 2nd, Surratt in the 3rd spot, Hennigan in that 4th, Seam in the 5th, Harmon in 6th, Jimmy Barr 7th, Crum 8th, Brister 9th, and Stone in the 10th. Let's get our running order up there real quick for you race fans so you know in what position these drivers are from 1 through, I believe it'd be 22 or 20, 18. They're only taking 4 cars out of the B, and they have 17 laps. They'll probably go green on 16, possibly 15. What a battle. Hayden Harvey, I mean, Mier, Surratt, Seam, Hennigan, Harmon, Crum, Brister, Stone. I mean, Goyette's farther back. Gurwitz. There's literally 12 guys that can win this race. It's wanna be main, no questions asked throughout the year. So this is basically an A main with 18 cars instead of an A main with 24 cars here coming up. So this is getting exciting right now. So Hayden Harvey, number 34. Let's see if we can get in the cockpit of Mason Mier coming down to the green. Now let's go farther back. Let's go Cameron Hennigan, number 111. Let's see if we could get in the cockpit so you race fans can see what it's like to be in the cockpit of one of these 305 sprint cars here tonight, especially on the start. So Harvey gets a good jump. This is Hennigan right now in the 111 in that 4th position, right behind Brandon Surratt. They're running the high side right now. Hennigan staying on Surratt, going down the back straightaway underneath the walk bridge. Harvey's checking out a little bit. Oh, Hennigan's going to go to the bottom right near the wall. He's going to come out. You can hear that motor bogging. He goes side by side with Surratt, number 73. He gets on the side of Surratt. You can hear that motor bogging. It's just not loose. It's got a lot of traction down there. That's what's going to save it for the main. It's going to be a fast main. Now we're going back up on top with Hayden Harvey, Mason Mier, Brandon Surratt, and Cameron Hennigan. Harvey's starting to check out a little bit. He's got about a 7th car length lead. Right there's Mier, Surratt, Hennigan in a top 3, followed in the 4th spot or 5th spot by Seam, Crum, and Harmon. So you got a battle right now from 2nd all the way back to 9th, all bundled up that you can throw a blanket over these 9 drivers, and they got 12 laps, so they're taking 4 in the transfer. Cameron Hennigan right now is still in that 4 spot. Hunter Crum on the bottom slides up to the top. He's in the 5th spot by Caleb Harmon, and we get a crash, and it looked like that could have been Stone that hit the wall, or Crum. Crum might have backed up. No, Crum's right there on the outside. So that hurt, I believe Stone went back about 3 spots. He got collected on the wall. But Crum and Caleb Harmon right now. Harmon in that camouflage car. I don't know exactly what it looks like. I can't see it, but it's the number 11. Hot on his tail, number 99, Justin Brister, followed by Stone in back of him. Brister just got tangled. He went back 2 spots. So this is your Aiden Beerline. This is the battle for the A spot, trying to move up to the 7th. But Cameron Hennigan is your transfer car. He's on the inside. Here comes Crum on the outside. Mier on the outside. Mier in that 3rd spot now. Hennigan in that 4. Crum in the 5th, number 28. There's the battle for the transfer. The white and blue car against all kind of bluish purple, number 111. It's Crum on the inside. Hennigan shuts the door, opens it up. Crum gets underneath Hennigan. He left it too much room for Crum to get inside of him, and he did a terrific drive job to get around him. So now they're coming around with 7 laps to go. So it's still 111 Cameron Hennigan. Mason B. Air right behind him. Right here, the purplish blue car, the orange and white car going down the back straightaway underneath the walk bridge. That is for your transfer spot. 111 and 57, and here comes Caleb Harmon, the fast cat working on the bottom, pushes up, gets in the slack area, gets his car loose, lost the ground that he just made up. He's going to go to the high side. Mier tries a slide job on Hennigan, lost about 2 car lengths. Hennigan now got a very comfortable 4th position in the 111 with 5 laps to go. Hennigan clips the wall, jumps the cushion. Mier jumps on the outside. Hennigan loses the 4th spot. Mier jumps in the 4th spot. Hennigan in the 5th. Here comes Beerline, trying to work that 6th to the 5th spot. He's trying for a transfer with 4 laps to go. Beerline hits the outside wall, coming out of 2. Who wants the 4th spot? You better be smooth, because here comes Caleb Harmon on the inside. Slide job going wrong. That will take you out of Hall of Fame for sure. That's a possible lose your ride for the rest of the year if you have any sponsors. Harmon just got loose and went up and tagged him, and now Hennigan hit the wall. Here comes Mier again, taking over that 5th spot to the 4th spot. Mier hits the wall. Now he clips and rolls over. I believe that was maybe Beerline, and number 111. Hennigan takes over the 4th spot again. Mier backs up to the 9th spot. What an exciting B main event. Nobody wants to transfer except the top 3 guys of Harvey, Crum, and Surratt. Checkered flags coming down. Oh, and Mier gets loose. And so does Hennigan. They crash. Could it be after the checkered flag? Let's get our running order. It's going to be Harvey, Crum, Surratt, and Mier. But I guarantee you there is going to be penalties handed out tonight. And if it's not before the A main event, some of these drivers got into the A on a transfer. Some of those crashes were penalties. I can guarantee it. Let's see who gets the penalties, and I can get some officials, see if they can give me some insight. A main warm-up, 2-minute warm-up. So right now the A main feature's going to be starting in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Race fans, go get something to drink, go get some food. Following this race is the 360 Go Yet Trucking Unity Series. A lot more racing following the 305 Gold Race here at Williams Grove. My name is Billy Idle, and I'm your announcer for tonight's racing actions with the 360 Unity Series Go Yet Trucking. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight, Design Metal Art. Jessup Logistics, Sofa King Fast Sim Sport, Pushin' the Cushion Production, Speed World Hobbies, Works Graphics, and Go Yet Trucking. So this is going to be a great show for tonight. Let's see if we can get up on our blimp. See if we can get some blimp action for the next 45 seconds. Nope, it's not going to let me during practice. That's too bad. But let's see. Oh, Michael. Let's see if I can get Michael banging. Nope, he doesn't have his Discord on. He's keeping it quiet right now. It's too bad. I like to talk to some of these drivers. Let's go to Randy Shreves. Let's see if I can bring Randy in this Discord area. Michael, this is Billy up in the tower with Pushin' the Cushion Productions. You have your Discord on?
Sure do.
Dude, how exciting was that last race?
It was all right.
Hey, you made it to the final. The track's a little bit, looks like it's going away coming out of 4. How's your car working right now?
Fantastic.
You're
it's
happy
a little
with
banged
it.
up, but you know.
Hey, thank gosh, you have a great crew. All you have to do is push an electronic button and they kind of fix it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, did you get wrecked pretty bad in that last race?
Yeah, it was a little bit. It wasn't too bad. It was just whatever, you know, it happens. It's not a big deal.
Well, you're set up to run 40 laps. You should be starting down there probably near the end of the pack, but it should, I believe, but it should be exciting. But good luck tonight. I hope everything works out for you and we could do an interview with you following the races tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
Well, that's Michael banging. He's going to be banging his way to the front, I'm sure. Let's get our starting grid. Grid number 1 is going to be inside front row. It's going to be tough to beat right now. The Buckshot has already won 4 races of the year. The Buckshot, Billy Brickley in the double lot in the number 1 spot. In the number 2, number 97, Alex Hanna. Second row inside, Jeremy Isabel, number 37th. In the 4th spot, row number 2, Carter Chevalier, number 15. In the 3rd row inside, Jake Greenwood, number 43, that's already won 2 races. And following Greenwood will be Brian Kozak in the 6th spot. 4th row inside in the 7th spot, number 49, Justin Stoles. Shea Paulo in the 8th spot, number 48. 5th row, Tyler Grafton, number 62. Dustin Shreves, 04 in the 10th spot. 6th row inside, number 56, Randy Shreves. 12th spot, Steven Fernberg, number 29. 7th row, Darren Detweiler, one of our greatest announcers and drivers, number 3. Dustin Sargent in the number 7 in the 14th spot. 8th row inside, number 91, Kyle Sargent. Tyler Klaus in the number 35. 9th row inside, Greg Detweiler with his son tonight racing. It's been 20 years probably they've raced together, number 33. In the 18th spot, Tyler Matheny, number 27. 10th row, Brad Lamberson, number 51. Ryland Gray, number 06 in the 20th spot. 11th row, Hayden Harvey, 21st, number 34. And number 28, Hunter Crum, used to coming from the back, so I'm keep your eyes on him. In the 12th row, Brandon Surratt, number 73. Mason Mier in number 57 in the 24th position. Here we go, green flag. It's the Buckshot starting it off. We just made it in time for the green. Oh, the Buckshot almost hit the guardrail. He had to swerve for missing it, but he got a really nice jump. Alex Hanna in the 2nd spot, right on the back tails fuel tank cell of the Buckshot. Isabel in the 3rd, Cavalier in the 4th, Greenwood 5th, Kozak 6th. We got a good battle, got a car hitting the wall. That was the Valvoline car. So now we got a battle. Oh, and that would be Isabel hit Hanna in the right rear. It caused Hannah to be okay. Isabel got loose. He's going to lose positions. Hannah gets around the Buckshot. Greenwood on the inside in number 43. We got a battle already up front with 38 laps to go. It's Hannah, the Buckshot, Greenwood taking over that second spot, trying to go underneath the Buckshot on the inside, Buckshot on the outside, Greenwood on the inside taking over the second spot. Buckshot's not giving up, pushing Greenwood down to the bottom. Is Greenwood going to drift up or is he going to stay down there? His car's a little loose. Oh, and the Buckshot gets loose and it's a yellow flag. We're going to have one heck of a race fans. Stick around. If you got seatbelts on your recliner or on your couch, buckle up, because this is going to be an exciting show. You got some really fast cats and some 305 sprint cars here at Williams Grove tonight. It's Hannah's been winning, Buckshot's been winning, Greenwood's been winning, Kozak has won, Stoles is no slouch, Paulo has won one, Shreves has won one, Ryland Gray, he's always in the top 4, Hunter Crum, Detweiler, Isabel, Crafton, Sargent, Surratt, Lamberson. You got 15 guys on the 15 spots. All can win this race, especially with 35 laps to go. You can see, a lot of you race fans can see the track. You see that kind of darkened area. That's usually the track starting to dry out a little bit. You can see the shine off the lights right there coming out of turn 2 up high. These drivers are going to have to push it to the wall. They're going to be about 12 inches from the wall barrier because that's where the moisture's at. Track's starting to slick up. That's because this is a narrow track. The turns are extremely narrow, like a hairpin. And what happens, no matter if they're 305s, 360s, or 410s, or late models, it doesn't matter. These cars are going so fast on this half mile, all they do is throw the car into the corner, and what it does, it just slickens up and lays rubber down. I still think the bottom end is going to play a factor with a slide job, and you're going to see that from a few drivers. You're going to see it from Greenwood. You're going to see it from the Buckshot. The Buckshot doesn't like to run low. He likes to run high, but you're going to see a slide job. Hannah Banana is used to running on slick tracks, and he's your leader, so he's going to have a good shot at this also. He's used to running slick tracks, so he's got a little bit of edge with the rest of the guys. Then you got Kozak and Justin Stoles, Shea Paulo, Randy Shreves right there. Look at all those beautiful sprint cars coming down that backstretch underneath that walkway. What a gorgeous picture. So let's go back to Alex Hannah and put our camera on the leader, because I guarantee you we probably can go back a couple more, to tell you the truth, because this is going to cover a wide range of cars. Hannah gets a good lead. The Buckshot plays peekaboo. His car goes out. What a jump. The Buckshot now closes up on Hannah on the outside. He blinks out a few times. That's an internet issue. If it gets too bad, they will disqualify the Buckshot. So we're going to keep our eye on that. He's had some internet issues from home. Hannah on the bottom. Buckshot going wide. Almost clips the wall. Gets a run on Hannah. 97, but Hannah sticks in there. Hannah's going to do 97 slide job. The Greenwood pushes him a little bit of shove. Nothing but good contact racing. It didn't get him sideways, just to let him know I'm there. Greenwood in that third spot. Hannah staying on the bottom. Greenwood now goes to the top near the cushion. Almost jumped that cushion. Last thing you want to do is clip that cement, metal retaining wall that they have here, because it'll suck you in. Greenwood underneath Hannah. Hannah's still staying there. Greenwood's trying to tighten up his car. He has to get the car down lower in the bottom. That tightens the car up, and what that's going to do is slow the car down. But he's trying to get his nose in there to kind of push Hannah up a little bit into Brickley, like he's doing right now. Here they come down off the turn 4. It's the Buckshot, Hannah, and Greenwood in the top 3 spot. You could throw a towel over these 3 guys. 3 guys straight across, 3 abreast. You guys always like 4, but you're going to have to be seeing 3 abreast right now going down the back straightaway. So now it's Brickley starting to pull a 3-car length lead. Jake Greenwood is not finished yet with 29 laps to go. Greenwood, Hannah, Kozak, and Stoles. Let's go back to the 4th and 5th. There's the 4th, number 24. That is Brian Kozak. On the outside is Stoles. That's number 49. That's the battle for the 4th and the 5th spot. Stoles go highs. Kozak goes to the bottom. Here comes Paulo and Gray and Crum again for the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th spot. Here comes Darren Detweiler in that old-fashioned unique paint job in the 3 car, the black and red frame car. That is battle for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's the 06 of Ryland Gray trying to work under Crum right now. Detweiler goes to the bottom. Ryland Gray gets pushed up to the middle. Crum right in front of Gray. Now Gray's behind the 24 car of Brian Kozak. Crum now... Crum's going to get on the bottom, but it looks like 3 abreast in the corner didn't do it. He had to back off. So Crum is on the bottom, and so is Kozak, followed closely by Ryland Gray. Nice little battle for 7th through 10th right there. Let's get back to the Buckshot. I believe he's got a comfortable lead. He's looking for race win number 5, but I'm telling you what, Greenwood and Stoles and Hanna is not going to have any part of that, saying, you're not taking this, you're not taking candy from a baby. You're trying to take my keg or beer from some grown men. So the Buckshot's got a comfortable lead with 24 laps to go. Greenwood underneath Hanna. Hanna falls back about a car length. I told you the bottom would play in a factor in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is going to have to work on the bottom somewhat because the dry slick is up on top where Buck Brickley is. He comes down, gets a little bit of tail waggle. Not much, but I'm going to tell you what, it's going to dry up there. Now the Buckshot goes to the bottom, works itself to a slider up on top out of 2, going down the back straightaway. Here comes now the Greenwood and the Alex Hanna show. They're taking up now. They've found 2.1 seconds. We're back 3 laps ago. Now they're sitting 0.9 seconds behind the Buckshot, so they're making up ground. Greenwood staying on the bottom. Alex Hanna is staying on the bottom. Greenwood gets a good runoff too. Now he's got his nose to tail tank to Brickshot. The Buckshot now is still trying to go high. Greenwood's going to go the bottom. Hanna's going to follow him down the front straightaway. They go about 4 car length lead that the Buckshot's got over Greenwood and Hanna. Now Greenwood's still staying at that bottom. He's going to be true catfishing now because he sees himself making up about a 1/4 car length a lap. So Greenwood's going to the bottom. Kenny drifted up. Kenny slided up. Is he going to keep it shot? The Buckshot jumped the cushion. That's going to cause him a little bit of problems. That's going to slow him down. Here comes Jake Greenwood on the inside on a mission to win the A-Main final. He's won the last 2 races. Greenwood low. Buckshot high. Hanna Bananas trying to look in and staying right behind it. If they make a mistake, he's going to be right there to capitalize on the win. There they come. The Buckshot goes down, almost hits Alex Hanna. Gets some room, moves up to the top. Realize 4 is getting slick. He doesn't know if he can stay up high any longer. The Buckshot really starting to push that car high. Hanna on the bottom, going even. Stevens down the back straightaway. It's the Buckshot with a car length lead. Greenwood starting to check out into number 43 for the lead with 20 laps to go. A slower car on the front straightaway staying high. Could that cause the yellow? And it brings out the yellow flag. Wow, this is getting exciting, and there's 19 laps to go, race fans. Jake Greenwood, number 43, out up front, taking the lead, 3 laps to go, and not looking back. Starting to pull away from the Buckshot and Alex Hanna. Hunter Crum is starting to move up the food chain, up in the 8th, 9th spot, 4. So you see Jake Greenwood stopped on the straightaway. He had to stop and let the pace truck go. They're going to probably go green with 16 laps. A lot of time for the Buckshot, a lot of time for Hanna. Hunter Crum has got a lot of laps to get over there and finish in the top podium. Shea Paulo moves up to the 5th spot. Randy Shreves in the 6th, followed by Ryland Gray in the 7th. Darren Detweiler in that 3 car in the 8th. Brian Kozak's backing up a little bit, but he's still hanging in there in the top 10 with Jeremy Isabel in that 10th spot. That's your top 10. We'll put the running order right now on the television for you streamers on the left side. What an exciting race. It's not over. See how the track's slipping up on 4? If a lot of you spectators can see that, you see that really dark area That's not rubber. That's like really putting. That's like ice. It's slippery. You got to pedal. You got to pedal your throttle. You're not just going full wood. One thing, these things don't have a whole lot of horsepower, so really can't bring you out of any problems that could occur if you get the car loose. You got to be smooth. You got to lift the gas off lightly and kind of roll it back in. You don't want to. There's not a lot of power, but you just can't stab it because if you get sideways, you just don't have enough power to spin the wheels to get you out of that slide. Jake Greenwood coming down to green flag, gets a jump, Buckshot right on behind him, staying low on him. Hannah goes low, Crum goes low, Paulo goes low, Shreves go low, Gray goes slow. Everybody stuck to the bottom. Nobody wanted to go up on top just yet. Greenwood's working that bottom really good. The Buckshot will tell you he'd rather have a day job than run the bottom, but I think he's making up a story because I'll tell you what, if he was Greenwood working the bottom, you'd see the Buckshot on the bottom, but he's a true color to his racing. He loves racing hard, the Buckshot, so he's going to stay on top for as long as he can, but keep in mind, he might not go to the bottom, but he's going to throw sliders from the bottom to the top like nobody you've ever seen. Oh, and there goes one right there. Kind of slid it up too high and collected the wall. That shows you the Buckshot is a master slider, trust me. And he's sliding up and hitting the wall. That's just telling us race fans and announcers that this track is extremely slippery. And right now what Greenwood is doing, Greenwood is staying on the bottom. He's holding the moisture where it's at, right where his power of his wheels. Give me some moisture, forward bite. I'm going to stretch it a quarter length, maybe a half a car length every lap. And you guys could just play up there if you want. You guys could take a jackhammer to that track in that slick area. You're not going to even make a dent in it. So Greenwood is just kind of running very comfortable on the bottom, but that doesn't mean that these guys aren't going to run him down. He just feels comfortable on the bottom. Let's go back to Brickley now. There goes Brickley in the second, Crum in the third, Alex Hannah fourth. We got a battle now between Crum, Hannah, Paulo, Grave, and Shreves, and Detweiler. Right there is your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. Your top 3 through 9. That's the battle. Brickley now losing a little ground. He's in the second spot. So these guys are making up some ground on Brickley. I haven't seen the Buckshot jump the cushion this many times in 3 races. So he's got an issue right now. He's struggling a little bit with Crum, Gray, Hannah, Apollo, Shreves, and Detweiler all hot on his tail working the bottom. And the Buckshot is staying on top just like he says he will. I'm staying on top. I'm not going to the bottom. He's sticking to his guns. I think he's nuts. Yeah, you tell me you're nuts, you're going to stay on top. These guys are coming like a freight train. You better get yourself to the bottom there, young man, or you're going to go backwards. Let's get up there on Brickley now. See what's going on. Brickley high, gets near the wall, bounces. He's going to lose a spot to Crum possibility. Brickley goes in the middle, going to drift up high. Crum's going to stay on the bottom. Gray's going to stay on the bottom. Paulo's going to stay on the bottom. So they're still trying to make a move towards Brickley on the second position. And that's the battle. Jake Greenwood is like throwing his business car out the windows down the front straightaway so these guys could pick him up and read his name. I'm Jake Greenwood. I'm leading. Greenwood is checked out, hauling the UPS mail right now. The battle's coming down with 8 laps to go. Crum now taking over that second spot over Brickley. Brickley's not giving up, hits the wall again, bounces off the cushion into the wall. He bounces all the way back to the third spot. Ryland Gray fourth, Shea Paulo fifth. Right there's the battle for fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. What a battle. Top 3 guys up front a little bit, but let's just check on Jake. I don't want Jake to get bored. Look at him working the bottom. He's got one full, complete turn, almost a 3/4 straightaway on second place. What do you think, race fans? Should I get him on Discord and interview him? Oh, I got some people saying yay, some people saying nay, but I couldn't do that to him because he's been one of my favorites all year, and it's proven me right, and I love placing bets and winning bets. It's always fun making money. Oh, no gambling here in California, sorry, on race cars. So now he's going to be in traffic. He's got right now, that is a back traffic of, I believe, Mier. I could be wrong. Yep, it is Mason Mier. He's going to have to let his leader by and not race him. Hopefully he makes a good call, and he does, and lets Jake Greenwood get it through. Let's go back on Crum with 4 laps to go. Crum's got a very comfortable lead. The Buckshot is falling back to 5th. That is very extremely rare. It's Hunter Crum in 2nd. Paulo now, Shea Paulo taking over that 3rd spot. The battle for podium is between Paulo and Gray. Paulo now on the number 21, the yellow and purple. Gray in the blue and black in that 4th spot. 3 laps to go. Paulo now starting to stretch it out in the yellow and blue. Gray in the turquoise and black. And the Buckshot up on the top side. Shreves in the 5th spot. Hanna in the 6th. Detweiler 7th. Kozak in the 8th. And followed by Isabel in the 9th. In that iRacing car. Let's get back to Paulo and Gray. I think that's the battle that's going on that's going to make a difference for the podium. Now Gray is now falling off the pace about 2 car lengths. 2 laps to go. The Buckshot's in the top grill, hanging on to the fence. There's nothing he can do about it. He was a man of his word, saying, I will not go to the bottom. And I'll tell you what, that could have been a mistake on our part, but we're not the Buckshot. He's won enough races to say, you don't know what you're talking about, and I would agree with him. So Paulo's got a comfortable 3. Checkered flag comes out. There's your running order. There's your winner, Jake Greenwood. Hunter Crum in 2nd. Shea Paulo to the podium from back in the 10th and 11th spot. Ryland Gray in the 4th. Great run. Brickley in the 5th. And Shreves, Detweiler, Hanna, Kozak. What a battle. Wow. We're going to get our interview with our top 3 drivers, then we're going to go to our 360s. So let's get some pictures taken with the trophy girls and a little bit of Captain Morgan, because I just had the hiccup. Sorry, guys and gals. Not to be rude, but that hiccup just came out. Oh, man, who can we pull up in the race view? That's going to make a big difference in the points. You had the Buckshot leading in points. You had Darren Detweiler. He was back a little race. Randy Shreves, I believe, ended up in front of Detweiler, so that's going to help him get up to Shreves. Jake Greenwood in the 4th was in the 11th or 12th spot 3 races ago. Maybe farther. I think it was 14th. Jake Greenwood in the 4th position in points wins. That's going to move him up to the food chain. Possibility maybe to the 3rd spot, 1 position, maybe 2. We'll have to find out and check out the points. So let's get, I'd like to get some other drivers besides the top 3 maybe afterwards. But let's see who's in my Discord. We're going to go with our 3rd place car, Shea Paulo. What a run, number 21. Wow, what a run for 21. This is Billy. Shea, you got your Discord on? Shea, this is Billy up in the tower. You have your Discord on? I don't hear you, Shea. Let's try to bring him back again. Shea, this is Billy. You have your Discord on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, there we go. Hey, you must have pulled the wire because you knew I was going to interview you during the race, because I like doing stupid stuff like that. But what a battle. You know, you were back at 11th and 9th for a long time. You know, 8th position, 7th, and you worked your way up. But, you know, there was 6, 7 cars battling to even get up to the 4th spot for at least 25 laps. How did you retain your cool? How did you keep your mind and focus? Because you were in the middle of 3 or 4 cars for about 3 laps.
Yeah, I got stuck in the middle for so long, and I was hoping the top would be a little bit faster than it was, but it wasn't. And then I finally got an opening. I don't even know how many laps were left. I was in 5th or 6th or something like that. I got an opening to go down low, and then finally got around a few of the cars that were on my inside that whole time. And then that last pass on Gray, that was a good that was, I mean, that race between me and him was awesome. We were side by side for a while there, and then I hit the bottom perfect in 1 and 2 and just drag race down the backstretch, and I was able to squeeze in there in 3 and 4. side by side like that in these 305s is a little bit easier. It's not as crazy and squirrely and bouncing all over like those 360s and 410s. But I mean, for 305s, that was an awesome race.
Well, I tried to get a hold of Ryland. I couldn't see him on the Discord. He must be on another channel. I got about 80, probably 20 guys on another channel. We're going to have to work this out because I always like to do interviews during yellows and all that stuff. You know me, I'm getting crazy. You were the first person that I ever announced with, I believe about a month ago. You kind of threw me under the wing, said, come on and join me. You're a great announcer. I appreciate the help you give me. Now I'm announcing a good share of the time for UDSS, but you were stuck in the middle, and I thank you for the help that you've given me to get me to announce. You were stuck in the middle, and there's not much you can really do. The cars drove smoother and easier than the 360s and 410s, but you were so stuck in the middle you couldn't get to the outside because of the power, and you couldn't get to the inside. And was the middle a little bit slicker? I know the top was, but was the middle as slick as the bottom and the top?
It had some marbles kicked up from the guys running the bottom, and I saw Brickley kind of running a slider line, and I went to that thinking I'll just try and hold this spot until I can get an opening, and 10, 15 laps went by and there was never an opening until there finally was one. The middle's definitely way, way slicker than the top is. The top had a pretty good line, but it's just such a long way around in these, underpowered 305s that anybody running the bottom is going to, be able to pull up alongside you and take off on the way out, even though you keep more speed through the corner. It's such a long way around that it makes it tough in the 305s. You don't see it go to the top, especially here, very often. And a thin line of moisture on the bottom. If you can hit it just right with the left sides, you can make some passes. And I finally was able to do that really late there.
Well, did you for a lot of the race fans that always do my interviews, I always like to give race fans some knowledge because it always helps them learn because they're the newbies, just like me. I'm a newbie. I'm 3 months into this now, and I've been announcing more and I've been racing lately. But the wing, did you still try to keep it more forwards, or and that's one question, and the second question, so it could give you easy to answer. When you stayed in the middle, did you, even though they don't have a lot of power, did you have to back off a little bit on the power and not just throw it in?
Yeah, I only had my wing, I think, back at like -4, and it was only tilted up to 26 degrees, I think. So I was getting pretty loose in the middle, so I was backing out of it quite a bit. And then once I kind of felt the right sides hit those marbles and get a little bit of grip, I would get back into it. But the exit was a little sketchy on 2. I tried to stay as low as I could there, but like I said, the middle just gets so crazy here that these 305s don't like the wing up, and they don't like the wing back, and they don't like it when you get side. So it's about keeping them straight and as least amount of aero downforce as you can get in it. But a track like this is tough.
Yeah, especially it's a paper clip. These turns are sharp, but I told the race fans before the main started when you were back. I said, keep your eye on this cat. This cat's one fast cat. But is there anybody that you'd like to thank in your sponsors that helps you out here every weekend?
Yeah, definitely the whole Elbows Up team. A lot of those guys just finished up the pro race tonight, and I think they're all going to hop into 360s here. So you get a glimpse of them in a little bit. Sponsors for all of us: Over the Wall Photography, BS Air, Hergot Real Estate, Jessup Logistics, one of the sponsors here for this league and stuff. Awesome dude. Fairway Independent Mortgage, Catch Fence Apparel, Motorsports Beat. All these guys, man, they help us out so much, and they give us an opportunity to get on here every week and mess around and have some fun.
Well, great job, great drive. Again, thank you very much for even the help getting me into the announcing booth for asking me. If you didn't ask me, I probably wouldn't be doing this. And then they look for somebody, but you got me a path to doing something that I like. I get excited. I know maybe some people don't like my excitement, but it really doesn't matter because I'm gonna be excitement and I'm gonna be on edge and all that stuff. But I thank you for the opportunity. Congratulations. I hope to see you in the 360 and do an interview. You maybe under a yellow something or a yellow flag or something. But good luck and thank you, Shay, and have a great night.
Yeah, thanks you, man. Thanks to these guys for putting this league on. Thanks for your broadcasts. I love going back and watching them. So you're doing great.
Thanks, brother. We'll see you soon.
Catch you later.
See you, brother. Shay Paulo, your third place finisher. Let's go up to Mr. Crum is your second place car, Hunter Crum. Hunter, this is Billy up in the tower. You got your Discord on?
I do.
Hey, how exciting was that, bro? Staying on the bottom.
Very. That was something else.
That was awesome. You stayed on the bottom. You stuck to your guns. You went to the top. You did some sliders, but you stayed on the bottom. You and Jake had a hell of a battle. You stayed on the bottom. You knew the moisture was there, and you felt comfortable there. And you didn't feel that comfortable up on top, did you?
Well, I tried the top a few times, and it didn't work because Shay pulled me from the middle as I slid him, and I was running the top, so I knew the top was not going to be the place to be. And luckily, I was able to have my brother helping me figure out where to run. He was watching Jake.
That does
so
help,
that was
doesn't
helpful.
it? That does help,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah, because I barely see Jake, dude. Jake was so far ahead. And so I was able to stick it low and really the least amount of throttle I've ever used in a 305. Just stick it on the bottom and then exit half an inch from the wall and find the grip.
So you
And
weren't
I
throwing
just
it. You
stuck
just weren't throwing it in full wood. You were backing off a lot.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's
Between you and Paulo, and Gray and Brickley, Billy, Ryan, Shea, and Randy Shreves was coming up, but it was really the Buckshot and Gray and you and you guys were battling it out. You guys were just going side by side, man. You kept digging and digging, and then once Jake got away, and you were pressuring him, you were holding him down, you were keeping him honest, and that's what you're supposed to do in racing. But once he got out and gave him a lap or two, he kind of checked out. No disrespect to you or anybody in the field, because you all have race days like that on races. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, Jake was gone. I had nothing for Jake. I if it went yellow maybe, but other than that I had no chance. But yeah, it's always fun racing with Billy, Rylan, Shay, and all those guys, because you know they're gonna race you clean, so you don't have to be scared.
Yeah, I've never seen the Buckshot hit the wall so many times. Dude, he must have plastered the outside wall like 6 times tonight, and that's not the Buckshot. But, he's a man of his word. Like I was telling the race fans, he sticks to the top, and he stuck to the top, and that's what he did. And he stuck to his gun. He says, he told me one time, he says, I'm going to go get a day job before I, ride the bottom, and I'm going to tell him tonight, I'm going to see him, and I'm going to say, you better go get a job because you didn't go to the bottom. So I would have stuck to the bottom.
I'm rubbing that in his face.
Good job. Yeah, either am
I.
I.
So I'm never letting that go, Billy. But it's always fun. I was thankful that he stuck to the top, but also a little bit lucky that I was able to get by.
Oh no, you were on point tonight. You drove well deserved. Nothing's even going to be taken away from you. This was a great podium finish, second place finish. You and Jake was going at it. You guys were working Billy. You guys were actually ganging up on Billy, and Billy had some pressure on it, but your drive was phenomenal. You stuck to your guns. You stayed at the bottom. I can see you backing off, but I should have put the inside camera on you, but I had a feeling you were backing off a little bit. But again, I don't drive enough and drove the 305 enough either to understand about if you're backing off or throwing it in. But did you keep your wing more forwards, or did you keep it back?
Yeah, my wing was at 1 the entire time.
Wow,
so
that's
only
hard to
one
drive.
back.
Shoot.
I kept it at that because the straightaway speed, especially in the 305s.
Yep.
Don't know if that helped, but that's what I did. So yeah.
You did a terrific job, man. Is there anybody you'd like to thank in your sponsors?
Firstly, Most Modern Motorsports, Wicked Cushion, Pit Logic, CSI, Trophy Dash, George Racing Products, and my brother, Chance, for helping me, figure out where to run. And
good job.
Yeah, so that was definitely interesting. It was not what I expected. Starting 22nd, I was like, all right, well, I'll be happy with top 10. But then luck just went my way for once.
It's okay. You deserve it. That's all part of racing, It's a good thing, because the competition tonight was simply amazing. 15 guys could have won this, and you're on the podium, and well deserved, and great driver. Are you going to run the 360s next?
I am not. It is full, and I did not get in.
Oh well, I better get my production company over there, or I'm gonna get in trouble. Congratulations, and I'll see you soon, my friend.
Thank you.
Hunter Crum, second place tonight with a beautiful run. Congratulations, Hunter. Okay, Jake, this is Billy up in the tower. You got your Discord on.
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry. I hope you have your pit crew unloading your 360 for the next race. Are you going to race next?
Absolutely.
Hey, well, get to the point. I know you're my man. What a win! You worked the bottom. You stayed there. You were firm on believing on staying there. You pulled your half car length every lap. You kept working. You and Crum and Paulo and Gray and Brickley were all working. You kept it up. What a great run! And you stuck to the bottom. Was it loose down there though, or was there moisture?
Yeah, it was a little bit. I didn't initially think to go down there. I was kind of working around. Nothing was really working, and I thought, man, I'm not gonna have anything for Brickley. And then I don't know, all of a sudden something just clicked there on the bottom, and it was like, hey, I like this. I just set sail and went for it.
Well, I tell you what a beautiful run. I told Hunter, I said, you guys put a show. You guys were ganging up a little bit on Billy. You guys were sticking the bottom and pushing up towards the top and doing some little sliders coming off the corner. But I told Hunter, you guys were working each other to death. And I think you guys usually when people race like that, they slow each other down. But you two gave each other so much respect, and what a beautiful drive along with Shea Paulo and Ryland Gray and Billy. But working the bottom together, you guys were actually not hurting. You were actually helping each other because you had to work the bottom so smoothly because you couldn't stay on the gas the whole time.
Yeah, that was a pretty good race there, especially at the beginning. I was nervous that whole time. I was thinking, man, we're all just so evenly matched there, and I thought, oh man, this is gonna be tough. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really had no idea, but as always, man, the guys over at Most Wanted, they persuaded me. I kind of thought maybe to go one direction with the setup, and they said, no, do this. And as always, I thought, I'll just listen to them. They always seem to point me in the right direction, and they did again for sure. Because, man, without them, I don't know if I would have been able to run the bottom like I did.
Well, I think again those guys and the setup they gave you and all the help they gave you, they're a top-notch team, and you're with them and you're a top-notch driver, and you held your ground. And once you found once something clicked down there, and you knew you were making up a quarter car length, a half a car length, almost a quarter car length every corner that you were coming out of and going in nice. I think it just started clicking, and you just started getting into the rhythm. And I told the race fans like 4 laps to go, I said, guys, get a big lead. What do you think I should do? Should I really piss him off and get Discord in there while he's driving? No, and all the fans were yelling at me. A couple guys threw a couple beer cups at me and said, "Don't you dare!" But it was an exciting race, and you were money. You were on point. This is your, I think, 3rd race in a row you've won it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because you won Knoxville, and then you won Lanier, and now you won Williams Grove. You've been on fire. You had a first couple weeks of bad luck, but I'll let you go. Is there anybody you'd like to thank again, or any of your sponsors?
Definitely Design Metal Art, Most Wanted guys as always, and Works Graphics for the 360 I'm about to pull out for sure. That thing was always looking nice, and also. It was pretty cool. We've had a pretty awesome week this week, us Most Wanted guys. We got Greg Detweiler now on the team.
I saw that.
Design Metal Art. So that's pretty cool. We've had a pretty good week, getting him going. It's been fun. So hopefully we can keep this up for us. We've been doing pretty well.
Well, I thank you for giving me the energy to get excited for announcing. It's a blast.
Yeah.
It's a blast, man. You're doing a great job, and really congratulations on your win again.
Hey, thank you. Hopefully I will have something for the 360s. I've been having a pretty good week here at Williams Grove, so hopefully that continues.
Well, I think and hope to talk to you soon, and I think you will. Just stay focused like you are. Thank you for the opportunity to get to announce your name and watch you race, because I'm learning a lot up here in the booth, and hopefully I can put it down into when I get into a car. So congratulations. Go get a cold beverage, get your car ready, and I hope to talk to you tonight.
Yeah, me too. I'm starting to love the sound of your voice after these races.
Thanks, Jake. See you, my friend.
See ya.
Bye. That's Jake Greenwood, your winner tonight of the 305 Gold Series at Williams Grove. Spectators, stick around. You're going to have to turn off and get back on with a 360 Go Yet Trucking Unity Series. Will be coming up here shortly. I got to set the production company up, close this out. But again, my thoughts for tonight: stay healthy. Things are getting better in this world, or at least in the United States, I'm sure. Just stay healthy. Love your neighbors, love your friends, love your family. Tell them you love them. and just enjoy life every day. There's a lot of things that are worse than what we're doing, and watching me announce Sims on racing and listen to my stupid voice. But you know what? Just enjoy life as much as you can. Wake up, smell the roses, and say, what a great day, and go do what you do and enjoy life once we get out of this coronavirus. Go racing, go to movies, whatever. But be safe. Love everyone that watches on stream. Just love everybody in life. Be happy. Good night. This is Billy Idol saying have a good night. We're out of here. Peace.